DETV News is powered by DART, Delaware's transit service. Moving forward.
Tonight, a woman is killed when a driver runs into her home. Plus, police are investigating another hit and run in Stanton, and longtime president of Delaware Technical Community College passes away at 78 years old. Those stories and much more coming up tonight on DETV News. Good evening and welcome to DETV News. I'm Matt Ford. Thanks for being with us. Here's what's making headlines today, Wednesday, May 29th, across the first state. As we come on the air tonight, we're receiving reports from Delaware State Police that troopers are investigating a man's decomposing body, which was apparently found inside a car at the Biden Welcome Center on I-95 earlier this week. Authorities say the man's body had been at the Welcome Center, quote, for a lengthy period of time. Paramedics said over radio communications that there was, quote, a very foul odor emanating from the car. It was not currently clear who found the body in the car. Delaware State Police are investigating and say the active investigation is ongoing. And in other news, it was a busy night for police after two people are dead in separate crashes up and down the state of Delaware. A single car crash Tuesday night killed a 45-year-old Frankfort, Delaware man. The accident happened just before 10:30 at night on Frankfort School Road near Thatcher Street. Authorities said the car apparently ran off the roadway on a curve, hit a ditch, and overturned, ejecting the driver, who was not wearing a seatbelt at the time. He was pronounced dead at the hospital. A second fatal accident occurred near Christiana on I-95 and Route 273. Investigators say an SUV driven by a 41-year-old Newark man apparently ran off the interstate ramp, hit a guardrail, then a concrete barrier, and then caught fire. Bystanders pulled the victim from the wreckage, but he was pronounced dead at Christiana Hospital. To Dover now, where a woman was killed Tuesday morning after a car crashed into her home. Today, state police have identified the woman as 56-year-old Dawn DiMartino. Police said a Honda Accord was heading west on Forest Avenue, east of Artist Drive, at an apparent high rate of speed shortly after 2:30 in the morning. The driver apparently lost control while following a curve on the road, and the car veered off the edge of the road before hitting a mailbox and crashing into her house. The car came to a complete stop inside the home after hitting the 56-year-old woman. She was inside the home. The driver fled the scene, apparently, and police are still working to identify that driver. Police said the woman was taken to the hospital, where she later died. Anyone with information about this crash or the driver's identity is asked to call 302-698-8457, or of course you can call Delaware Crime Stoppers at 1-800-TIP-3333. And Newcastle County Police Traffic Services Unit is actively investigating a hit-and-run accident that occurred on Tuesday afternoon on Telegraph Road in Stanton. Authorities report that a 44-year-old woman was apparently outside of her SUV following a minor collision with another vehicle. Well, as the woman assessed the damage to the car, the driver apparently fled the scene, striking her in the process. The victim was promptly treated by Newcastle County paramedics and transported to Christiana Hospital, where she's currently listed in critical condition and is being treated for possible internal injuries. Investigators are searching for a dark blue or black newer model SUV, which may be a Honda or a Hyundai. The vehicle is believed to have been driven by an elderly individual and should have visible damage on the driver's side of the car. Newcastle County Police are urging anyone with information regarding this incident to please come forward. Tips can be directed to Detective Belk at corey.belk@newcastlede.gov, or you can call 302-395-8077. And the body of a man found in the Christina River Tuesday evening in Wilmington has now been turned over to the Delaware Division of Forensic Sciences for its investigation. The state agency will also determine the man's identity. Wilmington police say today, Wednesday, they are waiting for the identification to confirm the age of the person. Police were dispatched to the 100 block of Church Street in Christina Park after a call notifying them of the body being found in the river was made just before 7 p.m. We'll certainly keep you posted there. And thanks to several anonymous tips, state police have arrested 35-year-old Robert Williams of Newcastle for multiple shoplifting charges. This after a series of power tool thefts from Home Depot stores in Newcastle County. Between August of 2023 and May of 2024, Williams allegedly stole over $23,000 worth of merchandise. His alleged accomplice, 33-year-old Brandon Williams, still remains at large. Authorities are seeking the public's assistance to locate Brandon Williams. Tips can be submitted to Delaware Crime Stoppers for a reward. And some sad news, Orlando Lonnie George, former president of Delaware Technical Community College, passed away on Monday. George served as Deltec's president for 19 years, starting in 1995, after a long career in the Delaware State House. George began at Deltec in 1969 as a math teacher and rose through various administrative roles. He also served on Wilmington City Council from 1972 to 1974 and in the Delaware House from 1974 to 1995, including roles as Speaker of the House and Minority Leader. A viewing is set for June 3rd from 4 to 8 p.m. at the Carriage House in Rockwood Park with a private burial. A celebration of life will be held on June 6th from 5 to 7 p.m. That's going to be at the Orlando J. George Wilmington campus of Delaware Tech. George was 78 years old. To Sussex County now, where officials have proposed a budget slightly lower than last year's, citing the phase-out of American Rescue Plan Act funds and rising public safety costs. County Administrator Todd Lawson and his staff have proposed a $265.8 million budget for fiscal year 2025, which starts this July 1st. This is down from 2024's $278.5 million budget and the 2023 peak of $294 million. While building-related revenues have declined, Lawson noted that the new financial baseline remains higher than pre-2020 levels. The county's 1.5 realty transfer tax remains the primary revenue source, but it is volatile. Sussex County's property tax rate remains unchanged at 44.5 cents per $100 of taxable assessments. Public safety, including 911 dispatch and paramedic services, remains a priority, with the budget allocating $4.6 million for state police and over $800,000 for local law enforcement. Private schools hiring private security guards could become a reality here in Delaware. A new bill proposed that would allow armed security in private schools here in the first state. All schools in Delaware fall under the state's Safe School Zone law, which makes it a felony to carry a firearm within a school zone. However, Senate Bill 224 proposes to change this law for private schools. The bill would allow private schools to hire armed security guards who have concealed carry permits. Some parents are in full support of the measure, while others worry that it would only increase violence and make schools more dangerous. Many parents agree that if the bill passes, strict measures should be in place for those carrying guns, including background checks and clear identification for armed guards. The bill is sponsored mostly by Republicans and is awaiting a final vote in committee. And the Brandywine Country Club, dormant since 2015, will be redeveloped following Newcastle County Council's approval Tuesday night. The council unanimously backed Louis Capano's plan for the 110-acre property, which includes 300 apartments, 41 single-family homes, and 24 townhouses. The development, located between Concord Pike and Shipley Road, had faced some opposition due to traffic concerns. The final plan allows single-family homes and townhouses access to Shipley Road, while apartments will access Concord Pike through Concord Square Shopping Center. Capano will also donate nearly 44 acres to the Brandywine School District, intended for an early education center. This has faced opposition due to potential traffic increases. The redevelopment will feature road names reflecting its golfing history, including Birdie Boulevard and Augusta Way. And before we leave you tonight, the Delaware Department of Natural Resources and Environmental Control is kicking off National Fishing and Boating Week with 2 free fishing days across the first state. According to DENREC, anyone may fish in Delaware waters without a fishing license to kick off National Fishing and Boating Week on Saturday, June 1st and Sunday, June 2nd. Those 16 years of age and older must still have a free Delaware Fisherman Information Network number, or FIN for short, to take part in the free fishing days. More information on acquiring a Fisherman Information Network number, or FIN, including exemptions and an application, can all be found on DENREC's website. National Fishing and Boating Week runs from June 1st to June 9th. And that's all for this DETV News Brief. Be sure to follow us across all of your favorite social media platforms and take a look at our website, detvch.com. With tonight's news, I'm Matt Ford. We'll see you right back here tomorrow night. We don't talk about prostate cancer enough, and it's the most diagnosed form of cancer and the second most common cause of cancer death among Black men in both Delaware and the United States. Approximately 1 in 8 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in their lifetime, but just by asking your healthcare provider if you should get a screening could help you detect prostate cancer early and save your life. So let's talk about it. Talk to your healthcare provider today about a prostate cancer screening if you are 40 years of age or older, or have a family history of prostate cancer. If you don't have insurance, or if your insurance doesn't pay for cancer screenings, Screening for Life may provide you with the screenings that you need, and Nurse Navigators make this process easier. To learn more, visit healthydelaware.org/prostate or call 211. Ask your healthcare provider about a prostate cancer screening, and you're asking for so much more.